Do you like toys? Big Bad Toy Store has toys. If you click the link in the description below and give them money, you too can have toys. Now watch my video. Hello and welcome to VR Reviews. Today we'll be reviewing the Polynian Clover Gray Flesh variant. So yes, here we have another sexy robot from the Polynian line. This is the gray variant of Clover. It is an old figure and one that's kinda expensive to get right now, and I'm not sure I can recommend it for the price that it goes for. But if you do feel like you just have to have as many Polynians as you can get, she is worth picking up. Starting off with a quick size comparison, of course here we have Clover. Here is our standard Marvel Legends 6-inch Cosmic Armor Iron Man and 3 3/4-inch Marvel Universe Wolverine. Polynians are closer to your standard Japanese 1/12 scale, which means they are noticeably shorter than your standard 6-inch American figures, but still bigger than a 3 3/4-inch figure. Now let's get everything else out of here and just look at Clover. Moving on to our 360 spin, as you can see the bulk of Clover is light gray and her joints are dark gray. As I said earlier, this is the gray flesh variant. The normal version of this would be white. Most of her body is smooth, like your standard nude Polynian bodies. There are a few sculpted panel lines here and there, but most of them do not have any paint on them. Some of the thicker ones do, but this is a mostly paintless figure. But she does look the way she's meant to, and I have no real problems with any of that. Head sculpt-wise, she has her hair, which is white, as opposed to the original, which is purple. It's flat and divided up into sections. It's got little black lines here and there, and like a little metallic-y blue-green sort of bit there at the front. And then she has her face, and unlike all the other Polynians I have, she only has the one face. She has a really nice color of light bluish-green eyes, a pretty standard smiling sort of expression, and a little bit of blush that's on the cheeks that's a bit difficult to see, but it is there. So other than the lack of extra faces, I have no real complaints there, but the lack of extra faces is kind of a big complaint. Articulation-wise, you get your standard array of Polynian joints. They're all ball hinges, so they rotate and hinge on both sides, and you've probably already seen where they all are, but I'll go over them anyway. Head goes forward and back, side to side. Shoulders go up and down, forward and back. Bicep cut. Elbows hinge and rotate. Wrists hinge and rotate. Chest goes forward and back, rotates. Hips go in and out, forward and back, rotate. Knees go in and out, rotate, and ankles go in and out, rotate, and pivot. So you should be able to get them into plenty of nice poses. Accessories-wise, Clover is also lacking as she was in the face department. She only has 2 sets of hands. She has 2 fist hands and 2 open palm hands. And then the only other thing she comes with is her foot peg base, which you can use to stand her up, but she does not require it. And lastly, we have our packaging, which is your standard Polynian packaging. Robot Neoanthropinae Polynian up there at the top. FG01A. Picture of the figure there on the front. Die Buddy Productions and Japanese stuff down there at the bottom. And if you open up the front, you do get lots of stuff that I can't read. A little bit of artwork for Clover, which looks substantially different than the figure. And a big window to display the figure. On the back, pictures and poses for the figure, and some screenshots from the visual novel stuff, and things that I cannot read. As always, these kinds of packages do work for in-package display if you prop the door open, and otherwise are good for out-of-package display. And that about wraps it up for Clover. So until next time, goodbye!